Me and Jeremy just got back from seeing Wrath of the Titans, and we're going to give you our initial thoughts and opinions on it. The plot is very simple. It's a very paint-by-numbers plot. The trailer gave a majority of it away. Gods are dying. The Titans about to be unleashed. It's been 7 years. Main character has a son. Very simple, very childlike in its plot. And that's pretty much it. What were your initial thoughts going into it?
I'll be honest, I wasn't really too fond of Clash of the Titans. I wasn't really impressed with that, so I kind of went into thinking Wrath of the Titans was the same way. But I was actually really impressed with it. I liked the plot. Wasn't too impressed with the dialogue, though. I felt like that was one of the flaws.
Yeah, the dialogue in the original film was one of the best parts about it. Any scene with Hades and Zeus was absolutely a favorite for mine. Medusa sequence was fantastic. Just should have been more voiceover. They should have got the actress to say more lines, because in Greek mythology, Medusa is a threat and a menace.
But I felt Wrath of the Titans, just my opinion, I felt it like it was a much better than Clash. What do you think?
Clash of Titans had its flaws. Wrath of the Titans definitely improves upon its premise. Very little is wrong with it, other than the anticlimactic ending, but both share that. The Kraken only has 2 minutes. In this, Kratos has a little bit more time, but that's typical fashion for these kind of movies. Megatron and Transformers 3, after having dialogue with Optimus, gets taken out very quickly. That just seems to be what Hollywood does.
Very visually arresting, though.
Yes, the underworld scenes were fantastic.
I wanted the underworld scenes to stay there, because I really felt like the scenes between Ares, Hades, and Zeus were really. I love those scenes, and I really wish most of the movie would have stayed there. But of course, they had to do other things with it.
A good chunk of the movie was there, but not overall. They were pretty much everywhere.
Favorite scene?
I like the any scene involving Kratos. I liked a lot. There's a particular scene with Poseidon's son when he gets the Poseidon's weapon and he's struggling to carry it in the sea. That was the first scene that really caught my eye.
There's several scenes that I liked in the movie, but one of my favorite towards the end was when Zeus and Hades don't have any weapons, and they're kind of just going throughout the place, using their hands just to kind of take out some of the enemies, and they're like working together, and I really like that scene in the movie.
It was pretty solid for a Sunday afternoon watch. Nothing I'd pre-order or buy on Blu-ray immediately. I'd probably buy it if I could get it for a couple bucks, several months after its release. It wasn't too bad. Clash of Titans, I felt, had maybe a few more memorable moments, but Wrath of the Titans was definitely solid, and they're pretty much on par with each other in the sense of what they are.
So, final thoughts and rating?
I'd probably give it a 5.5 through a 6.0.
I'd probably give it just a solid 6.5, maybe a 7, just because I like the last 20 minutes of it. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about his future work and stuff.
Well, the Wrath of the Titans director is currently working on the Michael Bay-produced Ninja Turtles movie. There's a lot of controversy about that on the web because the origins being changed, and just there's been a lot of negative feedback. Now, from what I've seen from Wrath of the Titans, I'm going to have to see a trailer to really get an opinion on it. I grew up with Ninja Turtles. I'm not a absolute crazy fan over it, but if it's more adult content, it may be something I may possibly want to see.
I'm curious to see it.
And the screenwriter Wrath of the Titans is actually working on a live-action adaptation of the anime Bleach. So that's currently in development, and those are their current projects at the moment. Well, that's pretty much it. Thanks for viewing, and
I will see you guys later.
All right.